Good morning, children. Today we are going to start the next chapter, that is the unit number 17 is reproduction in plants and animals. Now before going to the main part, every chapter I am giving introduction, so this chapter is not an exception. So we know that living organisms only can reproduce. That means can produce its own species. Living organisms cannot survive for an indefinite period on earth. All the living organisms, once they come to this earth, and after a certain period of time they die. That means living organisms cannot survive for a long period of time, indefinite period of time. They will come on this earth, they will show their activities, and ultimately after a certain period they will die. That is the characteristic features of all living organisms. So how the living organisms will be present on this earth continuously? No. The living organisms, they produce their young ones by different methods that I will be coming in later. But all the living organisms have the ability to produce of their own species. So the continuity of the organisms will be there on this earth, starting from unicellular organism to the human being, who is considered as the superior animal on this earth. They reproduce and they produce their own species. So the continuity of the different organisms can be seen on this earth. Now we are going to this main part, that sexual reproduction mainly will be discussing both in plants and animals. In addition to that, vegetative reproduction or vegetative propagation it is called, and the sexual reproduction also will be discussing, but small amount. Major part will be discussing, that is the sexual reproduction. So in sexual reproduction, offsprings are produced by the fusion of male and female gametes. Male gamete is called the sperm and the female gamete is called the egg. Male and female gametes contain the genetic material or genes present in the chromosome, which transmit the characteristic features or characteristic traits. Characteristic features too should come to the next generation. Now there are three types of reproduction, that is called vegetative, asexual and sexual. So all these three types we will be discussing one by one. First one is called the vegetative reproduction. In this type, new plants are formed from the vegetative parts of the plant's body. The new plants will be not produced by the fusion of gametes. Any part of the plant body, either root or stem or leaf, any part of the plant body can develop the young ones. And any part, root, stem, leaves, these are considered as the vegetative parts of the plant body. And from vegetative parts of the plant body, if the new plants develop, that type of reproduction is called the vegetative reproduction. So new plantlets are formed from vegetative parts. Vegetative somatic cells, buds or organs. Organs mean root, stem, leaves of the plant. Vegetative part of the plant, I told just now, root, stem, leaves and bud, gets detached from the parent body and grows into an independent plant, daughter plant or independent plant. It has only mitotic division, no gametic fusion takes place in this case, and daughter plants are genetically similar to that of the parent plant. Now vegetative reproduction takes place by different methods. Few methods are there, you have to keep in your memory. Sometimes it is coming for matching or 1 mark question also. Vegetative reproduction may take place through, first one is called the leaves. I told that any vegetative parts of the plant body will be giving rise to the new plant leaves. So leaves first. Bryophyllum. In bryophyllum you can see this is the leaf of the bryophyllum, and the small plants grow on the margin of the leaves. This is the margin. Generally how the leaf will be like this, bryophyllum leaves. So on the margin of the leaf, wherever notches or depression can be seen, there only new plantlets are developed. If you see the plant diagram also, In these notches only the new plantlets have been developed. So leaf is responsible. Leaf is the vegetative part which can give rise to the new plantlets. That is called. So where we can see from the leaf new plants are developing. Now in Bryophylla mandala, the small plants grow at the leaf notches. Notches means depressions. Depressions. I had shown here. This is notch. This is another notch. This is another notch from the notches. Now number 2, by stem. That is also vegetative part. I told in strawberry, aerial weak stem touch the ground, and this is the aerial stem. Weak stem, when it is touches the soil, from this part only new plants will be developing. Touches the ground and give rise to adventitious roots and new plants or adventitious roots and buds. When the connections of the parent plant is broken, suppose this is the connection, it's broken, then the parent plant is broken, the offspring becomes independent. That means young ones become independent. It can survive by itself. That is called the stem is responsible. Where we can see now in strawberry. Now next, root. Tuberous roots, asparagus and sweet potato. Generally we are eating all these vegetables. Sweet potato can be used for vegetative propagation. Sweet potato, these are nothing but the root. Asparagus also, that is the root. Tuberous root. Now next one is called bulbils. In some plants, the flower buds modified into globose, round structures which are called the bulbils. When these bulbils fall to the ground, they grow into the new plant. As example is agave. Other types of vegetative reproduction, first one is called, so these are the vegetative parts, root, stem, leaves and bulbils, where we can see. Now next one, other types of vegetative reproduction, first one is called fragmentation. What do you mean by fragmentation? Fragmentation is nothing but when the plant body will be broken into pieces, into fragments. Each and every fragment can give rise to the new plant body. So that is generally it is happening in filamentous algae. Example has been given. This is Spirogyra. If the Spirogyra, this is the filamentous body, tape-like. So if it is broken into pieces, each and every piece can give rise. This piece also will be giving rise to whole plant body. Another piece also can give rise to the whole plant body. So the plant body has broken into fragments. Each of the fragment can give rise to the new plant. Filamentous algae, breaking the filament into many fragments, is called the fragmentation. Each fragment having the capacity to develop the whole plant body. At least one cell may give rise to a new filament of the algae by cell division. Example, Spirogyra. So here you can see fragmentation process of vegetative reproduction of Spirogyra. Now next one is called the fission. In this type, fission means we know separation. One cell will be separated or will be divided equally and give rise to two cells. In this type, the parent cell divides into two daughter cells. Each cell develops into a new adult. So see, this is bacterial cell or amoeba also we can say. Amoeba. The cell has divided amitotically. The cell will divide and give rise to the two daughter cells. Where we can say fission, where we can see amoeba. Generally it is coming from matching only. Now budding. Next one. Formation of daughter individuals from a small projection called the bud. See, this is the yeast cell unicellular fungi. From one part of the cell, bud formation had taken place, small projection. Formation of daughter individuals. From this projection only, new one will be developing. Young one will be developing. So formation of daughter individuals from a small projection, the bud, arising from the parent body is known as budding. That is in plant it is, example is yeast. Now next one is called regeneration. The ability of the lost body parts of an individual organism to give rise to whole organism. It is called regeneration. Any part has been lost. Suppose at home we can see lizard tail. Lizard tail has broken means or has been cut. After certain age it will fall also, it will shed. So from that lost part, that region, again the new tail will be arising, which is an example of regeneration. So ability of the lost body parts of an individual organism to give rise to a whole organism is called the regeneration. It takes place by specialized mass of cells. Example is Hydra planaria. That is, these are the examples. So this is all the different types of vegetative reproduction. I told reproduction is of three types: vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction, and sexual reproduction. Now vegetative reproduction we have completed till here. Okay, thank you children.